What's up, YouTube? This is your boy BOKCCasting, aka Josh. You know what the vibe is, and I'm over here, my guest over here,
Sean.
and I'm over here, my new guest over here.
Lennon.
What's up? What's up? So right now we're gonna break the ice, and we're gonna get to know them, who they are. You already know the vibe. So, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's
actually.
good. That's good. So, what do you do for a living, bro?
Right now, studying for gas in college, to be a certified nursing assistant.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. But for now, working, in the rehabilitation center. Working out, studying, doing this and that. Also claiming my mom so she can be legal here in the U.S. and
Oh, that's
stuff.
what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's what's up, bro. What do you do when you're off when you're in your off days or when in your free time?
Working out. I'm not gonna lie. I also play video games.
I do too. Yeah.
I play a lot of Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, and Modern Warfare 3, the new one. Working out, sometimes reading. I like to read a little bit. Writing. If I could, in Costa Rica, actually, as a matter of fact, I have not this kind of drum set, but it's something called cajon. It's like literally like a small box that you play on it. I used to be a drummer there in Costa Rica, since I don't have a drum set. But if I had a drum set, bro, I would be playing all the time the drums. And man, probably the neighbors already at telling the bank, asking the bank to kick me out, man, because I will be hitting those cymbals and those drums so hard. Really, that will be a freaking concert, man.
Dang, I feel that.
So your neighbors, right? You were drummed like so loud.
So you're
like-
from Costa Rica, you said?
Yeah.
Well, obviously I was on the phone with you. I said my mom and dad been born in Mexico and part of Nicaragua. So
Yeah.
I was raised here at United States. I was born in North Carolina. So yeah. What are your so your nursing? That's pretty impressive. That's really
Yeah.
impressive. So we're gonna break the top. We're gonna have a topic. We're gonna talk about today's topic. We're gonna talk about is suicidal. It's gonna be very sensitive. We're gonna talk about when we go through depression. So I'm gonna start with Sean. Like, when was the last time you were dealing with that, man?
I don't truly believe I've ever been through that, and the reason why I haven't been through that situation is because depression is not real. You can feel depressed as a man.
Okay.
But I don't think you'd ever truly be suicidal. And the reason why I say you can feel is because if I was, locked up in a cell, right? I'm going through solitude, meaning that I haven't spoken to nobody. I can feel depressed, but I can't really be suicidal. If you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everything you go through in life, it's what you feel. So if you, as a man, or even as an individual yourself, decides to try and commit suicide, at that point, you're just an idiot. Because what are you gonna benefit from that? You kill yourself, right?
Right.
But is anybody gonna care? Nobody's gonna care. Why?
Why?
Because you're a man. Nobody's gonna care. Because you're a man.
Okay.
And look, I could sit there, and I could be sitting with one of my brothers, right? He'd be like, "Bro, I'm gonna kill myself." Okay. What do you want me to do? I can't stop. I can try to stop you, but then again, it's not really gonna work. Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to kill yourself, I can only stop you one time, and then if you try to do it again, I can only just sit there and watch.
Okay. But
it's the same thing with a woman too. So that's why I said it's something you feel. It's an emotion, but then again, it's very idiotic.
So what do you? Okay, so now you know all that scenario now, but what was the last time that you felt that you felt lonely, you felt depressed, you feel like you're feeling a lot of depression? What's the last time you had that?
Last time I had that, probably when I was 16. Reason I ever told anybody about it, right? Is because in the day you tell somebody about it, right? All this therapist is gonna do is just sit there and tell you the exact same thing I'm telling you right now. Get over it. I'm sure you heard that several times from your parents. Get over it. And for you to sit there and be like, oh, but I feel this and that way. Sounds very feminine. Sound like a woman.
Yeah.
So all your father's gonna tell you the same thing. Oh, you feel this and that way. Okay, cool, whatever. Go ride a bike. Go do some push-ups. Go do something.
Right.
Was that your childhood?
You know, that was a part of my childhood. So my childhood's always been a rough one. It's never been an easy one. You know, even when there's times where I do feel that feeling, I never let it get to me. Why? Because I'm always doing something. I'm always on the road. So if you're always doing something, you're always busy, right?
Right.
You don't have time to be depressed. You don't have time to be suicidal. All that stuff right there is for people who have no life.
Bro, and actually that is so true. Because there's this YouTuber that I like from Latin America. His name is Dross. And literally he says this. The only cure to depression is literally move your ass.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. You know, see, a lot of people don't want to do that. You know, especially those people who complain a lot about how the suicide rates in America are up. I wonder why. I mean, have you seen what half people do every day on their daily basis? They're on their phones, social media, strolling through it and everything, watching videos, sitting around. I mean, you clearly don't see them working or anything.
I mean, that's very strong what you're saying.
The reason why our ancestors, very stoic. You look back at the Greek god statues, right? The reason why those men were built, they were adventurous. When you're very adventurous, you travel in the world all the time. You don't really need money to travel the world. You can go climb a mountain, and right now, where you stay at, right down the road, and say you climb that and be adventurous, and depression be gone.
True.
Dang, that's very strong what you said. I mean, what was your childhood when you were causing depression or suicidal?
Fortunately, I didn't have those episodes of wanting to kill myself. Of course, I've had those episodes of depression.
Right.
And to be honest, since I got here in the U.S., which was almost 2 years and a half, I got here in 2021, December 2021.
Also, you recently came to America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got here. I've been more depressed. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it's because of social media, because social media makes you more depressed. Feeling more lonely because here's the thing. My dad unfortunately died when I was 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So I only have my mom. And being without her thousands of miles away, bro, it breaks me because I'm a person who is really connected with her family. And I might right now look like let's say I'm mommy's baby. I don't give a fuck. Man, I don't care because it's so important to me, family, and I truly miss my mom. My mom is everything. That's why I'm claiming her in order for her to be in the U.S. because that's her dream. Be next to me, having, let's say, a better life than in Costa Rica or a better financially life. Now, here in the U.S., comparing the U.S. with Costa Rica, it's kind of more sad.
Okay, so I get what you're saying on that part, but then again, if I'm right or wrong, correct me. Being away from your folks, it makes you stronger as a man.
Yeah,
right? It makes you stronger because you see, you have to go through more stuff. Now, if I, let's say, well, actually, it already happened to me. The mother part. See, I don't have my mother around me right now. It's just my father. At least I have my father. See, I have a very strong, manly figure around me. So that right there makes me even stronger. But also, what made you stronger is you don't have your mother or your father around you. So now you get to be 10x stronger.
I mean, I agree absolutely with that. And here's the thing. Since I got here, I'm going to say it. Probably I've had my more depression episodes. However, at the same time, I don't regret it.
Yeah, you don't regret it.
I don't regret it because that makes me stronger as a human being, mainly more as a man. But of course, I have my depression episodes. I felt extremely lonely. But then I remember, bro, that's how my mom and dad spent it when they got here in the U.S.
Yeah, because your mom and dad, they didn't exactly meet. They had to go through the same thing you're going through right now.
They were completely alone. And here's the thing. In Costa Rica, there's plenty. And I mean, in Lincolnton, there's where I'm from, and I was born there. There's plenty of Costa Ricans. And at the same time, they were feeling alone. And it's extremely important to learn to be alone because at the end of the day, you only got yourself.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so if you can't learn to be alone, right? How are you going to be able to expect to be with somebody else?
True.
Better yet, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like everybody as an individual should experience that alone time. You know,
Oh,
before
yeah.
you have friends, before you even have a partner, you should experience being alone. Because I feel like that's the beauty of life. You know, and I don't care what anybody says. That right there, if they were to sit there and tell me that being alone makes them depressed, and it's not the beauty of life, I'd probably just be staring at them
Did you
dead eyes.
did you felt very tragic when your father passed away?
Here's the thing. I don't remember anything about my dad.
Really?
Because I miss him as a person, but not as what he was.
Okay.
My mom always talks to me about him. He was an amazing dad, amazing husband, and I have a picture of him when I was a baby, and I always look at it. I look at that picture, I give it a kiss because I mean I have that feeling that having that touch with my dad, and I'm always seeing at him and be like, Dad, I'm gonna make you proud. That's my main goal. That's my main goal. And even though I feel that I'm not succeeding, tomorrow there's always a space to do much better.
Dang.
And here's the thing. This is my mentality.
Okay.
And even here a phrase. You're today at 10, but tomorrow you can be an 11. The next day you can be at 12. The next day you can be at 13. Always be 1 point more the next day.
Every life is a chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything when you go through in life, if you're feeling so suicidal, you feel like you're depressed. I mean, the only thing that you can't be alone is you gotta think before you do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta maintain your emotions, your purpose, because you don't know what you're gonna do. Because your hands can do anything. You can pull up a gun. You can pull up a rope. You feel like you want to cut yourself. Those are very hard. Those are very scary thoughts when you go through. There's a lot. It's sad. Like we're on our 20s, but a lot of young men and women are dying like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I mean, but here's the thing. Okay, so we're all sitting in this room, right?
Yeah.
Right.
If I were to do something stupid like that, right? Here's a harsh reality, and I've said it, already, but I'll say it again. If I were to die tomorrow, people may talk about it from one day. Oh, did you hear about that sad story? That grown man did this and that to himself, and it's on the news. And then the next day, they go back to their everyday lives.
Yep.
See, that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize you do that, nobody's gonna care. You're not gonna get any benefit from it. What are you getting out of it? Nothing. Completely nothing. So you wasted your life away for no reason when you could have been doing great, big, amazing things. That's why I said it's really just getting through it mentally. Like for instance, Costa Rica and Mexico and Africa, they're all struggling, but they're still finding some meaning to enjoy life. You don't see them doing what they be doing in the U.S. committing suicide. That's why I said a lot of people in the U.S. have so much freedom and potential, yet they do dumb things like commit suicide or do some other stuff like rob banks on a daily basis. So, if you have no true meaning in life, then you're just going to be a bottom feeder. Or you're going to be a worm rolling around on the ground. Worms don't do anything. Worms just sit there. They don't procreate. They don't see anything. And they're just like this, rolling around in the sand.
And that's actually something that actually pisses me off or kind of upsets me or bothers me. People not pushing themselves and finding to do something else. Like I said before, the only way to cure the depression that actually that YouTuber said is move your ass. Bro, literally move your ass and probably, who knows, you will you start skating probably. You're going to be the next Tony Hawk, was it?
Yeah, Tony Hawk, yeah.
Yeah, Tony Hawk, yeah.
There's like so many things achieving goals. Like if you're feeling that type of way that you're dealing depression, like maintain a purpose, make a hobby, find something to do that makes you happy. Then when you find like write yourself a story, what you went through, so you can make it like a book. You know what I mean? Like there's like other things. Like me, I'm gonna tell you my story of what happened to me when I caused depression. So my bottom line is like I was in a relationship with this girl. I was dealing, I was getting that. I was gaining like 30 pounds when I was with her, 30 pounds, and then I maintained just like I was tired of it. She was telling me that she was breaking up with me and leaving me, breaking up with me and leaving me. I'm just like, it's either you want to stay with me or not. Like, you're confusing me, right? And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I went to my grandma's house. My grandpa cooked something for me. He gave me leftovers for the food. So when I felt some type of way, I left at their house, went to my house. So I didn't go to my house. So I decided to go to the McDonald's parking lot. So what happened was this. I had my dad's rope. To this day, it will still hit me. Like, I felt this story was yesterday, but I was holding a rope around my neck. Like, I was going to, like, and until second thought, my uncle called me. My uncle called me, and he was telling me, "You good, bro? Like, I'm trying to." It's like, we're gonna play Super Smash Brothers together. Like, why you leave? Why? Like, is something going on? Like, I need to know what's wrong with you, bro. Like, you seem like you're not the same who you was before. I told my uncle, Blaze, that's his name. Shout out for Blaze. You know, if you're looking at this, love you, bro. He called me and I said to him, "Kevin, I was about to commit suicide. Like, I was gonna kill myself because I was gonna end everything in my life." And he tells me, "You know, if you're so," he said, "you're very lucky enough that I called you right now. I would be feeling miserable, devastated if you were gone. I wouldn't hear your voice anymore."
You mean tell you why he called you?
Why?
There's only one man. He's up there. If you're a true believer, right? Because you have to believe in something in life, right? It's what keeps us going every day.
See, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. Let me finish. Hold on, I got you. So, after he was saying that to me, let me finish my story. After what he said that to me, he was like, "I'm very glad I called you because I needed to know what was going on with you with that girl, because that girl is not good for you." And when he said that to me, it hit me so much that if you want to stay single, bro, go ahead. Like, live your life. Like, change your momentum. Change your hobbies. Change your personality. Change everything. Until then, when me and her left, 6 months later now, I lost 30 pounds. You see how that changed? I was going through suicidal. I was going through depression. But now, I lost 30 pounds. I met new friends. I cut a lot of old friends when I was dealing that. I cut a lot of people in my life. I found new people. Now, why do you think I made this content creating? Make a lot of people to come join the podcast here. To know what is their story in their lives. What are they dealing with. That's a lot of people. Why are people so afraid to open up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're going through so much in pain. If they're dealing with family problems, relationship problems, mental health. Like, there's a lot of people like me. I was not mentally myself. I was eating emotionally. I lost my topic of my character, who I was, a good heart to my family, because I was giving so much anger issues towards my family, because I was with her. And I was not happy about that. I lost myself. I lost who I was when I was with her. Having a relationship like that for me, lost myself. And now, I'm doing my thing. I'm very happy where I'm at right now. And that's why I tell everyone my story. I have a story to tell you. That was my story. Now I bench 200 pounds. I bench 200 now. I be like doing cardio every single day. Keeping my food diets, eat like lean chicken and green veggies and everything like that. Drink a lot of water every day. But now I feel great, man. It's a blessing that God gave me this opportunity to change my life.
The only one.
Amen for that.
Amen. You know, it's like I feel like everybody has to have something to believe in. You know, because that right there is what keeps you living every day. It keeps you alive. Because if you believe in the big man upstairs, which he did put you on Earth. He obviously created you. He didn't create you to kill yourself and so that way you can go to heaven. But obviously you're not going to heaven if you do that. You're going to hell.
Exactly.
I truly believe if you find your meaning on planet Earth and you take initiative and take the advantage of every opportunity you have in America, that's why I told you, I could never be sad as a man. Even if I could feel that depression and being sad and suicidal, but I could never actually have that thing where I'll actually kill myself because of the fact that I'm going through those emotions. That's why you have to learn how to control it. A lot of people learn how to control those emotions in America, they'll be fine.
You did you have any fear? Did you have any social anxiety? You're dealing with a lot of, thoughts in your mind after your father passed away.
I mean, again, he died when I was 3 years, but to be honest, no. But I have my anxiety moments of not wanting to be social. That mainly happened to me in school when I was suffering a lot of bullying stuff, mainly because I was chubby.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm still kind of chubby, but the
and nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing. In Costa Rica, we don't say that we're fat. We say that we're more than delicious. So I'm being more delicious ever since. That's the thing, bro. But of course I've dealt with it. And what kind of helped me in those moments was literally ignoring them and always talking with someone. Either with a good friend, either with your parents, either with a teacher, an adult,
or a counselor.
Even the guard at the front door from school. So literally, you even do that. And here's the thing: those people give you the best advices, best pieces of advices for real, and they help you understand more life, how to go through. And actually, my mom sent me a picture the other day. And actually, this is really important about depression, because now that you're saying that with your ex-girlfriend that she broke you and thing, the picture literally said, "I created your heart in 9 months. And don't let anybody break it in 1 second."
Well, I mean, then again, that's why a lot of I'm sure your father wasn't wrong, but my father tells me, right, you never want to get too emotionally attached to women. Once you get too emotionally attached, that's where the heart breaks.
That's how
hell yeah.
That's
I can guarantee that. Because that happened to me already twice. That already happened to me twice. The only person who I really care in being
Speak
attached.
up the mic, boy. You can speak it out. Tell how you feel about that.
The only person who I really feel talking to my emotions about, and the only woman who I know I can be attached of, is my mom. I don't care who says, but she is the only person who will definitely be there for me, and she will yell at me. She will say whatever stuff that comes to her mind in order to make me a better man. She will do it. She will do it, and I really appreciate it, and I admire her as a mom. But that already happened to me twice with two girls. I got attached to them. The first girl, she basically used me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I mean, that happens a lot. You'll see that a lot in the West.
Yeah, but then with the second girl, I never met her. That's the problem. I met her in Bumble. She's actually from Southwest Charlotte. I never met her. And literally the day before we were going to go out on a date, she said, "I don't want to go anymore." She explained me why. And literally I only text her, "All right, cool."
Well, you see, that's another thing.
All right,
that's
cool.
Why you don't use.
I wish you the best, and I just moved on. Yes, I cried the whole damn night, but I moved on.
That's the problem. Like, a lot of people don't want to move on. You know what I mean? Like, they're too scared to move forward when what's gonna happen to her. You know what I mean? Like, the more you think about that, the more it's gonna hurt you, and it's gonna hurt you. That's not gonna maintain your purpose when you're in a relationship.
That's why you gotta do this stuff without thinking in others. Do it for yourself. Only.
Exactly.
Like, you want to lose weight, do it for yourself. You really want to look better. You want to feel better.
That's legit. I said that in the last podcast. For you.
Yeah, you see, this is where a lot of men make mistakes. Is they often do these things for women. If you're not doing it for yourself, you're never gonna be happy. You're always gonna be depressed. Why? Because of the fact that you're doing it for somebody else. You do it for yourself, on the other hand, and there's a true meaning behind it.
It's a whole different story, man. Because like everyone, like if we're dealing a breakup situation and we're causing a lot of depressing and suicidal thoughts, like there's nowhere to escape. You're gonna keep going. Why are you gonna stay in that same comfortable zone? You're sitting in the corner of your room just crying out for your life. Just like what you went through. Like, why are you still sitting there? Change that momentum. Embrace yourself.
See, it's true. I've seen men or people scared of getting out of their comfort zone. Why?
I used to be like that.
Because they're too comfortable. They're too comfortable. They'd rather live off that, that check they get from the government in America. They'd rather wake up, do the same thing every day, years and years go, by. They're hoping that, somebody will feel sorry for them or somebody will give them some type of money. You see that thing? People own stuff. Nobody owes you nothing. You have to go out there. You have to go take it. You have to get it yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And it's true. You gotta do everything for yourself. Now, I'm going to explain you part of my story. I'm going to tell you part of my story. I just got here in the U.S. thinking that I was just going to be here for vacation. But then when I started seeing the money and things, you see the capitalism was beating me. The consumism and everything. However, I was noticing the possibilities and opportunities that I could get, like more financial stability, sending money to my mom, because like the situation in Costa Rica is not good financially. No. So I was sending her like whatever money I could. I want to buy her a freaking house. I want to buy her a freaking car.
You heard that? You heard that, mama? He want to buy you a house. That's a good thing for a man.
Mi mamá que usted está viendo esto, la amo, mi mamá. But yeah, actually she wants a Jeep.
Okay.
But yeah, now here's the thing. Yeah, thanks to the capitalism, I stayed. However, my mom was always saying, Lennon, I extremely miss you, and I do as well. Mm-hmm. And she was always saying, why don't you come back? Why don't you come back? To be honest, I told my mom, look, Mom, I'm already tired of that. Don't please tell me that, because now I'm realizing the opportunities that I can get and the potential. Literally, I can eat this country.
That's another thing about that.
If I could, and if I can, if I want.
That's another thing about that. Like, don't waste your potential. Do not waste it. Because okay, let's just say this. 5 years from now. Let's just say future me 5 years from now when I'm 30. I'm 30, right? Mm-hmm. What did I went through caused out of that all my 20s? Did I waste my time? Or did I just having fun all the time?
No, I wouldn't say if you're doing something with your life, you're not wasting your time. If you're having fun, you're going to school, you're working very hard, you're not wasting your time. Now, on the other hand, if you're sitting at home, like these keyboard warriors, that's what I call them, typing, they cuss you out and everything, you're not getting anything done, right? Because you're just sitting at home, you're on your phone all day, you're strolling through social media for hours and hours. Those hours you could be using making money, entertaining somebody, or you be using those hours to build yourself up and go lift weights.
And here's the thing. Look, that what you're saying is completely true, and it's completely true. And probably what I'm about to say is probably a lazy mentality, but sometimes you have the right to, like, do nothing in your day because you want extreme peace. There's nothing better than having peace. However, when you finally realize that you're basically not doing anything for weeks, months, bro, wake up.
You could take at least one day to relax. I'm not saying you have to always work hard,
but at least do something productive that day.
Exactly.
Like go cut grass outside, do something, or wash the dishes. A lot of people are often lazy.
Do chores. Like that's actually. You would think, bro, I'm wasting my time. No, actually, you're burning calories. Did you know that you can actually burn around 200 or 300 calories just by doing chores?
Because it's like if you're always doing something, right? See, did you know that the environment that you're in sometimes can cause depression? So if you're like in a very unclean bedroom or unclean household, that right there can affect your mentality.
Now, here's the thing. Probably I'm going to expose myself with my own room. No. But here's the thing. Sometimes, yes, it's a disaster in my room. But here's the thing.
My room be crazy when it comes not cleaning up.
But bro, here's the thing. I like having it organized. It's like it's a organized disaster. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's literally what I be doing in my room.
So look, my desk, everything that is on my desk is supposed to be on my desk. It's on my desk. Mm-hmm. Is it organized? No.
It'd be like this. come on. You know,
Now my colognes, my necklaces,
Right.
bracelets, and all that stuff. Also, they have their spot. Everything is where they're supposed to go, but it's not organized.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, you know?
This is-
I mean, that's never been our job, though, as men, to stay organized. It's always been a woman thing. But sometimes, though, I can't really, be sexist about that. Even though it is a woman thing, I can say this. You, as a man, though, should at least have the decency to at least try.
Yeah.
Try to organize your stuff. And, I mean, sometimes you can be tired. But let's say you have nothing to do. You're taking a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Clean your bedroom.
Yeah.
Clean the house. Do something. Because it's just, at the end of the day, it's just you living alone by yourself.
And yesterday, I was watching a video about having self-confidence, and it's basically having a word on you, like doing what you told to yourself this morning. Okay, let's say this morning, all right, I'm going to clean my room. You're already sleeping at night. You're waking up the next morning. You never did anything. You're gonna feel smaller. But if you did it, that's going to be like a small win, and you're gonna feel a little bit bigger. That's the thing.
My man's speaking facts right now, bro.
If you want to wake up, if you say the previous day, I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. Wake up at goddamn 7 a.m. Wake up at goddamn 7 a.m. Probably 7:05, and you say 5 more minutes, but don't wake up or don't get up at 8 o'clock, man. Don't get. And actually, I've been struggling a little bit with that, but no, I'm now taking that seriously because you want to feel bigger. You want to feel someone bigger, great, someone powerful of your life, someone who has control of your life. So something about self-confidence is accomplishing or doing what you propose to yourself, eating healthy, waking up at 7 a.m. or 5 a.m., whatever time you want to, going to the gym at least three times a week if you want to, or go every freaking day, 6 days. I mean, actually 6 days sounds good because at the same time you need the rest day. The body needs that. Now that depends on what kind of body you are, but that's another topic. Like propose to do something in order to feel bigger.
It's also a discipline thing too. It's a lot of discipline in that because you don't just wake up right and say, okay, cool, I'm doing this. You have to set your alarm clock. You do the same thing every day, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a constant thing you do endless. It doesn't even matter if you're successful, the refrigerator is full. You still wake up at that time and do the same thing. Even the most successful people still do it. And that's why most of those guys, they're not really depressed. They're able to control their emotions because they have discipline, they have self-confidence. A lot of people nowadays don't have discipline, don't have self-confidence.
Everything with you is like I said this to him last podcast. I said to him, everything what you are right now, what presents to you, is in the future. Mm-hmm. What you are, your actions, your character that's you gonna cause you in the future. That's you represents who you are in the future. So what I say is that don't twist yourself and say like, oh, like a lot of, like I said again, a lot of people when they work out and when they end up being all too external to themselves, they're not who they are. Like me, I was 30 pounds before. Someone said this to me. She said to me, you look good, but that young man who was 30 pounds gained still had a good heart. But that same man you are right now still have a good heart.
Damn.
Well, I mean, losing 30 pounds wouldn't really change who you are as a person, You'd still be the same person. You just look different on the outside. But then you get on the inside, you're still that same person.
Exactly.
That you used to be. So, for instance, right? I'm on a different topic, obviously. You ever know those people that say that they'll do something tomorrow, and then they never do it, and then days and years pass by, and they still haven't did what they said they were going to do.
Why do tomorrow what you can do today?
Exactly.
Right. So, that's why I never really say, okay, cool, I'll do it tomorrow. Because usually if I say I'll do it tomorrow,
that's the
I'm not
thing.
gonna do it.
See, that's the thing. Back then for me, I was like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna work out tomorrow. And like next you know, and it goes by. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
And then never gets done.
And then next like when I wake up, recently when I'm 24 now, and I was just, I woke up clearly in my mind, just like I need to take accountability in my life. and that's how I lost all that weight, and then all of this is going on. That I went through my depression, my social anxiety. I'm like, now I'm fine where I'm at right now, man. Like I feel so blessed at the fact that everything where it is at the fact right now that all that, like I even mentioned him yesterday about the podcast and everything. He loved it, and now right now we're right here right now about talking about all this crazy stuff going on in this world. Like every time we talk, this is the thing. The more you talk, this is what, if you're gonna achieve a goal, the more you talk, the more you're not gonna do it. The less talking you're doing it, the more you're gonna do it.
That's true.
Like even now, right? We're sitting here talking about life, and I'm sure a lot of people who watch this will be like, they're just talking. They're not gonna do anything special with their life. But then let's say a couple years pass by, and we have succeeded in life. Because see, a lot of people think, oh, in Hollywood they don't do anything special. They just create movies, but they don't see the hard work that goes on behind the scenes.
Damn.
That's why I can't sit here and I don't ever judge people because of the fact that I don't know what you're going through in life. I may laugh with the person, but I can never judge them.
Now I remember that I was in school, regarding with the same bullying thing, and you don't know what they're going through, and just giving them probably giving them a little compliment, like saying, "Hey, bro, what a nice shirt, what a nice haircut. Hey, bro, like you're looking good today. You're looking strong. Look, you're working out, man. Look, you look good. You look good."
They can change somebody's day.
Or a girl, "Hey, your hair looks good. You're looking pretty today," and something like that. Like give them a little compliment can make a person's day.
It's the little things that matter. They always matter.
Jeez, bro. I mean, that other hand, like, what? I mean, I agree with everything that what you guys said, like, but every compliment you say to them, but what are you feeling like if you don't? Nobody was gonna compliment to you. You know what I mean? It made that.
But then again, let me see some of that topic. So about bullying, right?
Right.
Because I've been through it clearly. I've been bullied before, even though I don't look like it. I wasn't always this size, obviously. I used to be chubby myself.
Bro, me neither. This size was. I mean, this wasn't my size either. I was big, but a belly, not big.
Right.
I was too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I used to be chubby though. I wasn't always all muscle. All this was fat. But I used to get bullied, and stuff like that. But it made me stronger. So as a man, so I believe going through humiliation, being bullied, it makes you as an individual stronger.
Yeah.
Usually it's the weak ones that don't thrive through it. Become a better version of yourself. So if you look through America's history, right, back when you had bullying, there was less depression and there was less suicide rates. The reason why is because you always had somebody saying something, and that person, that individual, would take initiative to fix their life.
No, but now that you're saying that, now it comes to my mind. Don't you think that now is because of social media that now everybody is stuck to their phone?
Yeah. I mean, they're all soft.
Let me show you that. Let me explain this. I have a flip phone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people make fun of me about this. They're like, "Oh, you have a flip phone." This man, I was like, "This man's a joke." Like, he has a flip phone. I'm going to explain you why I have a flip phone. The reason why I have a flip phone is I purposely broke my iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I purposely broke my iPhone, I was tired of going on my Instagram, going on my Snapchat, going through my Safari, looking at weight loss and all this stuff. So you know what I did? I decided to break the iPhone, to leave that social media alone. And then what happened was I was just like, let's see, I have no phone in the next 3 days, right? Everything without my phone, it was different. I was talking to my parents. I was talking to my sister. I was talking to my grandparents. I was talking to everyone who I didn't want to talk with. Until now, like, it's been like 5 months now with this.
It's called socialize, brother. I mean, you look
Like,
at a lot of people.
It's a whole different. When I say I have a when I say, like, if you get a flip phone, everything would change, a whole different vibe. Because if you look, It's like you're looking at a lot of blue lights with this.
It's it's a whole different world when you're not like everybody else, because everybody's like robots nowadays, right?
Yes.
They're all they do is this.
I agree with you saying.
I woke up trying to talk to somebody.
Not like robots, like zombies. That's even worse.
It's like, what are you doing? It's like you're not gonna socialize, and like, no.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing to young men, to young women. Like, look what's going on right now. Like, everybody go on their phone, just like it's your priority. Like, you're worshiping your phone. You know what I mean? Like, you're not socializing much who you was before. You had the iPhone or an Android, or like me, the reason I have a flip phone is I've been socializing a lot of people who I want to respond with, who I want they care about. Like, what is your perspective? What are your goals? You know, what do you do for a living? You know what I mean? Like, you want something to eat? Let's get something to eat. You know what I mean? Like, you want to chit chat? Let's go chit chat. Oh, you want to go to the movies with me? Let's go to the movies, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's all. You know, that's all.
Listen, it's old. Like, it's hard. Like, now, like, relationship ways. You know, every topic you go through with a girl or with a man, communication is key. In person. I mean, phone can be okay, but when it comes to in person, it's a whole lot better.
There's nothing better than having a coffee for the people who like coffee. Like, having like 2 hours drinking like 2 or 3 mugs of coffee, but being with that person, there's nothing better than that.
Exactly.
I mean, you think about it, right? So, you remember how you were telling me that story about that woman that you met at Bumble? So, the reason why I guarantee you, the reason why she probably didn't meet up with you is because she was texting another guy. He was probably...
You know, that's what my mom said. No, and actually, I believe that. And now, here's the thing. The difference between us and girls is that they have options, dude. They have plenty of options, because, like, in Bumble, you can see that. I already deleted that crap with Tinder, Bumble. I'm already done with that thing.
Yo, that's crazy. My host, 42 the Kid, Jay, he shout out for my boy. But he what's it called? He's been he deleted every social media on his account. He deleted every Tinder, Hulu, Hilly, whatever the dating apps.
Hulu.
He deleted every dating app on his phone. Like, he's a whole different person when it comes to talk to girls.
But here's the thing. Well, again, with the options, bro. Make a Tinder account and, like, in 1 week, check how many likes you got. You will probably have 5. How many will the girls have? 500.
Unless you're like a very funny and attractive guy, you're not. The harsh reality is you're not gonna have all these options. So, really, to tell you, if you're like a funny, attractive guy, right, you'll have multiple options to pick through women. But see, the reason I was talking about status, right? Remember we were talking about status earlier.
Right.
Is if you're really attractive, you're funny, charismatic, you have all these things plus the money, right? You can just run through women. You can get as many women as you want.
You're living easy mode.
Easy mode, yeah. At that point, so it's like that's why I said I see right through them, you know. So anytime a woman tells me she just wants to settle down, the moment you get boring, that's why I said don't get too much emotionally attached.
Yeah.
The moment you get boring, right, you'll catch her with another man.
That's what our friend told me. Like, plenty of girls. Well, I don't want to generalize, but like what he told me, that most of girls here now, like in the U.S., they get bored easily.
Yeah.
If you're not entertaining them all the time, taking out in dates and dinners, bro, they're gonna look for the next.
They like drama, you know. So that's why I said on the first date, it's a red flag for me. If she tells me, right,
or a new ick.
So if she tells me, let's go somewhere fancy, spend $100. It's F you. Meet me for coffee and tea. If she don't meet me for coffee and tea, guess what? Block, delete, ignore, leave her on red. Don't even read her text messages.
No,
because it's like this, right? Unfollow her. Don't even follow her. Because you know why? Hot girls, they don't get ignored. You know, they'll be looking at their phone. Why is he not texting, right? Hot girls don't get ignored. So, you know, if you're not giving her attention, because they love your attention, obviously. And you're not giving her your time, she's going to chase you. She doesn't chase you, she's with some other dude. Okay, cool, bye.
Obviously,
Go text another one.
They're gonna deny it. They don't say that they want attention, blah blah. Shut the fuck up. Like, they do.
They're good liars.
They do love
women
attention.
are good liars.
Oh, no.
They're very manipulative.
And manipulators, bro.
Yeah.
No, you can just say I'm alive and I'm dead.
bro.
I mean, you don't even gotta respond. Just leave them red.
Now, here's the thing. This is why girls manipulate a lot, because since they don't have
the physical strength to beat us. They want to beat us mentally and so. And
No, that's the
psychologically.
thing about. Listen again for the causing, like, you female. Okay, so let's just say for some females, be like, they think we're causing a lot of depressing. Like, we're so depressed, but then again, we're winning.
Mm-hmm.
They think we're gonna communicate them the next 3 days, a week, or a month, saying that I miss you. No, that's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're focusing yourself.
Now, me personally, as I see the world as, you're the man in a relationship, right?
Right.
So, let's say you decide to go sleep with another girl, right? She's basically text you, ask you, did you sleep with another woman? And then she says, well, I'm gonna go sleep with another man. You know what you do? It's simple. You're the man. You got the power. Bye. Go have fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you anymore.
So that's why.
Good luck in life.
That's why.
Yeah, good luck in life.
That's why I'm saying modern men these days, like, they're a bunch of cowards. Like, they be simps.
Bro, just say it. Yeah, we're
They're
pussies,
fucking
man.
simps.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, personally, I would never ever settle for a woman. If she's not interested,
But
she's not interested.
hold on. Because legit, like, if a woman tells him, well, I don't want this, I don't need this, I'm just gonna break up with you. I don't need your money. I just find myself a better person. And the man tells her, okay, I respect that. You can go leave now. You can get your things.
Either one of two answers will happen. Will be one, she will leave, or two, oh, so this is what our relationship meant for you.
That's how you know that gaslighting, the narcissistic goes there. That's why women, us men, they think we're gonna cause a lot of depression. We're gonna cause a lot of suicidal thoughts. We're gonna cause a lot of traumatized from the past. Let me tell you something. When I was talking to all these females, now I'm very social now. Cause again, shout out for 42. Anyways, he helped me from going through a lot of social anxiety. After that, like, let me tell you this. I had so I went to the bar with him just to have fun with him talking. So he was telling me, get that girl. I was like, which one? I was like, the one with the blonde. I was like, okay. So what happened was I went over there straight up to her. I was like, hey, can we get? I was like, do you want to get yourself a drink? Or do you want to buy you a drink? She's like, yeah, no. She got shocked. She was shocked. She was like, yeah, I mean, why not? So we had 2 double shots together, and then after that, I told her this, like, so are you single and all? Like, I mean, you seem to have a great personality. It's like we're just talking a lot. And next thing you know, I say, so I pulled out my flip phone. I pulled it up, right? She was like, you have a flip phone? And I was like, I mean, if you want the digits or not, we can talk, or you don't want to talk, or we can just move forward. She was like, you know what she said to me? She's like, are you part of the mafia? I was like, no, I'm not part of the mafia. She was like, do you have a wife? I was like, no, I don't have a wife. Like, I'm single as hell right now.
How many kids you got?
I mean,
And then after that, something like when she's like, I gave her they got the number and all. I was like, I got the number. We were chit chatting. We had a great 30-minute conversation, man. Cause of my boy 42 the kid, man. He legit helped me through that. And now to this day, I be talking a heck of females about the podcast, interesting what they want to do in their lives. You know, you know, there's a between difference in campus girls, street girls. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But look, so I want to kind of say though, in a way there is, but then again there isn't, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Right.
So both street and campus girls, right? And I'm sure you guys have seen this several times, and you can agree on this. They love bad boys, but they also love men who cheat, lie, narcissistic. They got egos and ambition.
No, but
Am I lying? And then look, they also love funny men. You're very funny, they'll laugh at. If you're good looking, they'll laugh at jokes that are corny and aren't even funny at all. You can get away with almost anything.
But then those are the same girls that once they turn 30, 35, they finally settle down and they're like, bro, I fucked up my life.
Or they're like, where are all the good men at? See, that's the thing though. You know, they're too busy chasing all those type of guys.
I mean, that's the thing about like when females go through like exactly to like how we feel, they're gonna exactly how they feel the pain that what we went through. They're gonna go causing a lot of depression, like a lot of anxiety. a lot of like thought, like bad, a lot of evil thoughts in their minds, and it's just like and like you said again, like when the females they turn to 30, 33, all that stuff, like they gotta realize that who they really are when back then they were in their early young days, you know, in their 20s and their teen days, you know, that's legitimate causing. If you're gonna stay committed to that person, stay with that person. You know what I mean? Like, don't be sitting there having fun and riding a different riding the train to other men. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they're always gonna do that. That's nothing new. Like, as much as I hate to say it, my mother probably did a lot of that before she had me. So that's why I'm gonna say it's really nothing new. You know, it's nothing you can really change.
And actually, yeah, that's what my mom was telling me the other day. That's like, even her when she was young and she had her young friends, like stuff like that they used to do. Now here's the thing. You grow up. You finally become mature. These are, let's say, eras, quote quotes, because they love to say eras. Like nowadays, people nowadays they like saying eras. If it's an era of being like thrive or going crazy, I mean, yeah, go ahead and do it. But eventually you will realize that probably you're doing the stupid thing and you will finally settle down. And however, I heard one of these piece of advices. The 20s are the ages to mess up everything.
Exactly.
Cáguela en todo. Mess it up and everything.
Se caga todo.
But by the age of 30, you are supposed to have enough experience to know what to do in your next steps.
I mean, look, it's like
this
this, right?
dude is a smart man.
You know, it's true. It's very true what you just said. By age 30, you as a man should have enough experience to know what to do. But as much as I hate to say it, women, right?
Yeah.
It's like we were talking about, they have options. So no matter how much you as a man try to deny it,
it's hard.
At least it's you're never ever gonna find a woman who hasn't been run through. And the reason I say that, right, is because at a young age, that's when their attraction starts. So I guarantee you, they probably started secretly banging another dude in their teens.
Because they know how to lie and how to hide things.
Yeah, it's how to hide things. So it's like, that's why I said that, you know, find a virgin. That's never gonna happen.
And listen, now these days it's hard to find one. It's hard to find one to get to know a girl that is a virgin, and they have never experienced about sex.
I mean, you know, they're always gonna experience, obviously.
There's no experience with it. I mean, to me, like right now, we're gonna talk about that topic soon enough in the next episode for our podcast. For that, finding how to find a female that is a virgin, that she doesn't experience about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, speaking of that, like I always tell myself, like I don't want no girlfriend. I want a wife. I want a wife to understand my values, my standards, my boundaries.
Girls, this is husband material.
Exactly. Man. That's what I'm saying. Like I always tell myself, like I'm gonna say this. I was like, I'm not gonna be your first priority. I'm gonna put my first priority with God, and I'm gonna put my first priority with Him. I'm gonna show you the way how I put my priority with God first.
Have you seen these memes? Well, or these videos? Well, when you used to have social media and stuff, have you watched this one of this girl asking to her boyfriend, "Am I your first priority?"
Yo,
right?
I was the.
And then he says, "No, you're the third." Bro, it's true. Like, there's always a space for everything.
Even
but
like,
never put your girlfriend, your mom, your best friend, like, never put anyone else but you as a first priority.
Exactly. I mean, you know, see, people have different opinions, though,
but
right?
let me tell you this. Look, every time when you have a priority to your... Look, if I let's just say this. If I date a girl and I tell her this, just listen. If she tells me, "Are you my first..." Like, I want you to be my first priority. I was like, I will tell her, no, I don't want you to be your first priority. I want it to be your second priority. I mean, I want you to be first in your priority, because you know why? I want you to achieve your goals. I want to achieve. I want to see what you do. I want to see what you are, because a lot of people don't say this a lot, because actions speak louder. Actions
speak more than words.
Exactly. That's the thing about, if you want to have someone to be with, that's, say I'm dealing with depression. If she comes to me. She's my guidance.
Well, get this.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? Get this.
Hold on. Let me. Like, she's my. But she's my guidance. You know what I mean? Like, men are looking for a woman that they want to find the association what they go through, like their guidance. Like say like I work out and I'm sweating out so much and I blacked out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she comes to me saying, "This is not you. This is who you are. You're a great man. You have a good heart. You have a great personality. And, you know, you're not lost. I'm right here." That's what I want for a girl.
Well, you see, here's the thing though. Okay, so she can be your guidance, but you should never ever feel depressed when you're with your woman.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to
The
say.
reason why I say that is because it shows the woman your weak side. You will never ever want to reveal your weak side to a woman. The reason I say that is because women are emotional creatures. They're very feminine. You as a man, the reason why she's with you is for you to protect and provide for her. So you have to be, also financial stability, of course. But you have to be very masculine. You have to be a very strong male role model.
Very strong.
Because
I agree
if you
to
have
that.
kids with a woman, she's gonna want somebody who's very strong to be able to protect her and kids. You know, and especially because they're your kids too. She's not gonna want somebody who's weak and unmasculine to be there for her. You know, and you know this thing, they start emasculating females. Thing is though, no matter how hard females try to be the male, they can never replace the original. They never can. So that's why
It's something
it is our duty, since the beginning of time, to play that male masculine role. I mean, you know, when our ancestors went up there and fought in World War II, they were scared. You think they wanted to go do it? Nobody wants to truly ever go out there and die on a battlefield. They did it anyways because they're the protectors.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Even still in my 21 years old, I'm still like, man, I feel I cannot do this.
Yes.
However, it's in those moments when you're finally starting to build up, or like you're finally creating a character, or creating yourself with like that strength. Because nowadays, or this year, like this century, they want to feminize man. They want to feminize man.
I mean,
That's not our job. That is not our nature. Our nature is to be the strong ones, and there is where it comes. You're not supposed to cry. You're always supposed to be the strong sex. And actually, that's where sometimes it can be depressive because you cannot let out your feelings. It's okay to let out your feelings, but don't do it all the time. Like, let's say just 5% of the time, because it's okay. It's okay. There's sometimes you will definitely won't feel it anymore, and you want to yell, you want to scream, you want to let it out. However, nowadays, you gotta be strong.
Yeah.
Because you only got yourself, and you gotta find strength where there's nothing left.
Every time, like, I've always finishing my workout, like, it feels like every time I sweat in a workout, and like
It feels good, right?
It feels good. But whenever you keep like pushing forward a little bit, have another mile run, and you feel more sweat, and you turn around in the back peak of the hill of the mountain, you be looking at that view, you roll like a lion. Cause I do that all the time when I run, bro. Like legitimate, like it's just when you feel some type of way that you want to yell it, not just sadly, like manly, you know, like
in those Dragon Ball screens.
yeah, that too, bro. Like that's exactly what all we gotta do. Just we need to stay away from fear. That's like what you said. Like you feel like I'm not doing it right, and like I'm not doing this the proper way. You know, there's you know, I even said this to him. I said this. A wise man told me, this is really how it happened to me. He said to me, a wise man told me, fix your mistakes, forget about the past. He said you don't have to start over from scratch. I hope you know that. You can always start over from experiences.
You gotta look at life.
Yeah,
like you have the long road and you have the short road. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah.
So depending on what path you take, right? I like to take the long road, right? Because nobody wants to take the long road.
Exactly. It's like you're in the hill, trying to reach that flag in the mountain, but there's other people trying to go to the shortcut. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to go to the shortcut to get that flag.
But that shortcut ends up the long route to the mountain.
Exactly.
To get that flag. But since you took the long route to get to that flag, and they took the short route, you ended up at the flag first. But it turns out that long route that you thought was gonna be very long was actually short. The short route that people thought was gonna be short was the long route.
Exactly.
So a lot of people in life get that mixed up, you know.
Or also think of that this way: which one is more rewarding? The long run or the short run?
I mean, it's obvious though. A lot of people nowadays are soft. They're gonna pick the short route because they think it's the most run route. But it's the obvious one.
When I was I was your age, when I was 21, like I didn't know what to do, and I realized that telling myself like, I always tell this is what I really regret when I was your age. When I was 21, I was like, why am I? I was like, I'm gaining so much weight. I was like, I'm getting. That's how I was like, how? That's when when COVID hit before after the quarantine was all over, and I was like, I was telling my parents, I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm gaining so much weight already. I don't know what can I do. And it's like, you know what? It's like, eat wealthy things, eat chicken, eat all that stuff.
You had to make a sacrifice. You know?
Yeah, I had to make a sacrifice. And then they look at me. You already know the answer. If you know the answer, then why am I wasting my time talking to you?
Yeah, a lot of people.
A lot of people don't listen. I was one of those guys. I was like telling myself, I said, okay, I got this. And like, next, I hear to the other ear, and I regret. But now, I'm doing great.
The answers have been there all along. It's been right in front of you. But you see, people would rather not listen to the answer because they don't want to hear that, right? They want to hear all the nice stuff. And the harsh reality is, in order for you to truly get to your goals that you're talking about, there is nothing nice about getting to those goals.
That is true.
You go through a lot of hard stuff in life. You ever heard the term yin and yang and everything?
Yeah.
You got negative, you got positive.
Yeah.
So there has to be balance. Without going through the negatives, you cannot achieve none of the positives. That's
Correct.
just how it is.
But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna end it here. But I had a good conversation, guys. I'm glad you guys are here to talk about what you went through, or our depression, or anything what we went through in life. But you got any questions to say when we can end it here?
No, sir.
You have any questions?
No, just actually I appreciate the invitation, and
Anytime, man.
hopefully be here again. Actually, I
No
really had a
worry,
good
man.
time.
I had a good time as
Me
well
too.
too. Yeah, man. You got any advice for the people who want to see this?
Oh,
Your
absolutely.
advice? You got advice to the
Mhm.
people? What do you want to say to them?
All I'd say is maintain balance. You must come to an understanding that without balance, you will never ever achieve your true meaning in life. No matter how hard you try, you'll always be that same shallow shell just floating around in the sea, waiting to be saved, which clearly is not going to happen because only you, brother, can save yourself.
And from my part, the first advice that I just said, like, mess it up and everything in your 20s so you can learn at the same time. But my other advice is see what's wrong with you.
Exactly.
See what's wrong with you, because we like to blame on others or on the situation. But what about us? We are also part of the problem. See what's also wrong with you, and don't blame it on everybody.
Blame it on yourself. No,
Don't play as the victim.
Yeah, but my advice to you guys, you already know. I'm gonna say this to you. I say this to you guys many times, and I know you be hearing like, "Oh, Josh got this. He knows he's about to say this, yada yada yada." But I'm gonna say this again to you guys. Do not give up in life. Maintain your achievements. Maintain your goals. Set a goal. Write a list. Write how you feel in your journal. Find a notebook and write how you feel. And don't give up in life. Because like I said again, you can always start over from experiences. That's what a wise man said. So I'm gonna end it right here. Make sure you like it. You're gonna put link to your Instagram and down the link for you.
Yeah.
All right. You too, Sean.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. You already know what it is. You know what the vibe. This is your boy BOKCCasting, aka Josh. You already know what the vibe is, and I'm with
Sean, Hardware Fitness.
And Lennon Nunes.
All right, man. Make sure you like it. I don't care if you like it or not. You know what I mean? You know. So,
You're just doing this for fun. You really like it, man.
It's whatever, bro. It's whatever.
It's true.
but yeah, like it, subscribe. I love you guys.
Keep it strong.